Every 1,000 subs, I answer a few of your questions. This is the 70K Q&A. If you could be any insect other than a moth, what would you be? Dragonfly, 100%. Favorite soup? Favorite dance move? Favorite rhythm game? What's your alarm sound? Favorite thing? Favorite smell? Favorite exotic pet? Least favorite location? Most favorite location? Mid favorite location? Potato? The Dougie? Hate 'em all? Haven't set an alarm in 3 years, but it's Everybody Wants to Rule the World by Tears for Fears? Badminton? Worn sweatshirts? Anteater? Saw-2 heroin needle pit? The eye doctor? Outside. What was your childhood dream job? Artist. Famous artists are one of the first things they taught you about in art class, so that really solidified it in my head that it was a legitimate and even respected profession. So that's what I always wanted. I've been drawing for longer than I can remember, so even in kindergarten when I heard there were people who just did it all day, I was like, okay, yeah, that's for me. Eventually, I realized that that's not exactly how the real world worked, and my biggest inspiration was cartoons, so I thought, hey, I'd be an animator. But in my dumb childlike wonder, I thought that animators also made the shows, so when I said that, what I really meant was I wanted to be a showrunner, not a slave who draws Peter Griffin 30 times a day for 20 grand a year. Then I learned you could get paid for drawing buildings, so I wanted to be an architect. Until I learned how much science and math that was, and that quickly turned me off of that. I could have been a tattoo artist, but I have too much anxiety, plus I don't really like drawing what other people tell me to draw. I like doing what I want to do. At some point or another, I realized I wanted to be a YouTuber, but I never actually did it. I could have, easily, because I've always loved writing, and combining that with my art in a way that allows me to express myself would have always been amazing. But I was watching a PewDiePie video one day in 2017 where he basically said that he regrets starting so late, saying he would have been way better off if he started years earlier. That kind of instilled this idea into me that it was way too late to start now. In 2021, I graduated high school and really didn't get a senior year because of COVID. I wasn't going to school, hated my job, and needed an escape. I always wanted to make videos like all the creators I had loved for more than a decade, but my fear of starting too late caused me to start too late. But I thought, it's never too late, is it? So I tightened up my bootstraps and made a video on Shadow of the Colossus because I was totally obsessed with it at the time and had nobody to talk to about it. And that's the story of how I found what I love to do. YouTube really is the marriage of everything I love, getting to write about things that I'm passionate about and to do it in a way that's uniquely me, using my art as a vehicle for it all. I was a kid raised on YouTube, but when I was a kid, you didn't really get paid for it, so I never really thought of it as an option. But if I really thought about it, I think me at any age would have been more happy being a YouTuber than anything else. So short answer, artist. Shorter but longer answer, this.